Don't tell me that I didn't tell you. I'm telling you everything, okay? Hi guys, hope you're all well. I'm a professional makeup artist based in Dubai. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. For a better viewing experience, you can just switch the video to 1.5 speed and I'll not judge. Let's get into the video. I hope you're liking the new setup. तो शुरू करते हैं फटाफट से. I'm gonna go in with Makeup Forever primer. ये प्राइमर लगाने का सबसे गलत तरीका है बट मैं जल्दी में हूँ इसलिए आई एम डूइंग दिस डोंट डू दिस ये किसी भी प्रोडक्ट को लगाने का एक खराब तरीका है ओके if you like this setup don't forget to comment down below I would really love to know your feedback I just want to know if it's visually pleasing if you like it basically that's the whole motto the whole thing is that you should like the setup all right so after this I'm going to go in with the Say Rosy Glow gel. You know I'm raving about this product in every other video of mine. It's such a beautiful product. I really like the natural glow that it gives to you. And I'm completely obsessed with it. Completely. Does this happen to you as well that whenever you're watching a certain program or something, you tend to speak like that? Like for example, if I'm watching a American series, I tend to speak in my American accent, and if I'm watching anything that's UK based, I will automatically start talking UK and in British accent and if I'm watching something that's Pakistani drama, so I'll start using the words hum and they le, and it happens to me. I don't know whether it happens to you because in Pakistani dramas there's a lot of use of Urdu words, so eventually it just starts flowing out of my mouth automatically. I don't have to work too hard for that. It's too easy. All right. So now I'm gonna go in with the brow pencil. I always suggest to do the brows first because in the meanwhile your primer, your serum can just properly get absorbed in your face and that's what we want, right? We don't want a cakey or a messy foundation. So we really want the base to settle in nicely. I'm using Huda's eyebrow pencil, by the way. It's in the shade I always mention the shade in my video so that if I forget to write it down in the description, you know what I was using. It's in the shade 6 Rich Brown. I really like this pencil, you know. The number one reason to like this pencil is that the tip is really tiny. Of course, you have to take it out a little bit. You cannot take out the whole tip. Like this one that I showed you is a lot of tip. I just work with a very minimal tip because there's a chance that it will break because it's so thin. But it it gives you such a great hold. You can really do strokes with this because it's so tiny that you can like properly get a hold of it. If you understand what I mean. What can you? You know, today what I was doing, I was depotting my P. Lewis blush palette. I almost depotted it, but my palette went a little small for this, so I have ordered a new one. And just see how this looks. Oops! I don't want it to break. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be getting the new palette, and it's not that magnetic. I don't think so. Uh the eyeshadows are magnetic, so maybe I have to order the magnetic chip as well. But then the palette, P. Lewis palettes are great. Like the pigments are awesome, everything is great. But the packaging is too huge. It's just not good for your makeup vanity. So if you want something that's compact, but you want P. Lewis, so you have to just depot them very nicely. Just use a sharp knife, and that way you can just easily get your pans eyeshadow pans out of your palette. All right, so after doing this, I've got this new habit of doing the corrector first and then going in with the foundation and then topping it up with the concealer. I think it's sometimes it looks better, you know. It depends from product to product, like what product you are using. I'm using Huda Beauty's corrector. I don't need to mention it. I always use this. This is the one product that you're going to see me using in every video of mine. Like every video. I am obsessed with Huda Beauty's product, but this is one of the product and the other one is the loose powder that you're going to see me using in every other video. To blend it out, I'm using the Refa Beauty sponge. This is my first time trying it. Let's see how it is. I'm gonna do my whole makeup with this sponge. Let's see how this sponge is, because I am a person who generally don't like using sponges. Like if you meet any professional makeup artist, they'll always be swearing by the brushes, because I think I get more hold on the brushes than the blender, and plus the blender soaks in a lot of product, and I don't like that. I just love my brushes. I love to do my base, do everything with brushes. Now I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite foundations. It's a gorgeous foundation, guys. Gorgeous. But the only thing is, do not take it directly onto your face. It will just ruin your whole mojo. Okay? Don't take it directly onto your face. I'm using this blender again. If you know, if you're on TikTok, if you're coming from TikTok, that Refer is the most talked brand right now amongst the professional makeup artists. And this is the reason I just wanted to try it out. No doubt the brushes are so good. Like I've not used them, but I've felt that the brushes are so good. The only reason I'm using Makeup Forever today is that I don't want a very full coverage foundation. Rather, I only want medium coverage on my face, because I'm gonna go glam with my eyes. And this video is especially for you guys who think that it's really difficult to go glam. If you're a beginner, you can go glam. There's no doubt about it. You just have to do the right steps at the right time. I have taken a little bit more on the center of my face, because I think that there was a little coverage missing there. Again, I am doing it for camera, and camera requires more product to show it to you. But you can just work out your way with one pump or one and a half or two maximum, because anything that I'm filming on camera will require a lot of product. It's something that I cannot go with one swipe. You will not be able to see it. There are so many lights and camera and editing, so I need to build it up a little bit in order for you guys to see. Now I'm gonna go in and do my concealer. I have Dior concealer here. This is Dior Backstage. I really want to try the face and body from Dior. I have the Skin Glow foundation by Dior. I really have to try the face and body. And this concealer is in the shade 2N. I always take concealers a little darker than my skin color, a little darker, because I think I can work with them even without the corrector. And I always take warm tones or neutral tone concealers. I don't go for cool tones generally. So it's always suggested that if you don't want to invest in corrector, you can invest in a little darker concealer, whichever brand, like even a drugstore brand would do. Just take a little darker concealer, put it underneath your foundation, and then put your foundation on top of it, then the loose powder, and you're good to go. No need to buy the expensive correctors and everything, because if you're a beginner, I am sure you're going to mess up with your corrector, and your whole makeup or the base is going to turn orange. So you can just go in with a little darker concealer than your skin. And better, I would suggest you that you mash the concealer over your hand. Like this area is a little darker than our face, so you mash the concealer here. Whatever suits here, you can just put it on your under eye. I'm going in with the Cherry Blossom powder by Huda. There's a lot of powder on this sponge, but you don't have to use the entire powder. I'll tell you what to do. Just rub your sponge on back of your hand, and can you see that the whole harsh line of the powder is gone? Now just press it in slightly, little by little. Again, just take the powder, rub off the excess. There shouldn't be any harsh lines, just remember, because then you're going to dry out your eye area a lot more. We just want to mattify it a little bit. We don't want to dry it out completely, because it's winter and you don't want your face to dry out. Then it will turn very flaky. So just go in with very light hands. This way it's going to look natural, it's going to look glamorous, it's going to look no makeup wipes. Go with this step, okay? All right, now I'm gonna go in with one of the most cult favorite Sock Glam mini palette. I've started buying mini palettes now. I think they're more worthy. They look good. They have the exact shades that you need. So you can go ahead and buy the mini palettes. If you want, you can splurge on the full size palette as well. But then I would highly suggest for any beginner out there to go in with the mini palette, because it has every shade that you need, and you don't need more shades than this. Today is the first day that I'll be using the Refer brushes. Let's go ahead and use the brushes. I'm going to go in with the first shade that I see right here. It's Incense. I hope you can see it too. We are not going to use a lot of shades. I'm just going to do it with 2 or 3 shades maximum. I'm just taking this shade on the outer corner. Just see what I'm doing and learn. Okay? Just see and replicate. You will be good. I'll tell you, you'll be good. Just take any browns, light browns that you have. Do not worry, it will be fine. You'll be able to manage it. Just taking it on the outer corner of my eye and just taking it over my crease. So I'm gonna take more. I've taken a little bit more, and then I'll be intensifying my crease with this line. Make sure that that your eyelids are not wet or sticky, anything like this, because then you will not be able to blend the product. I've completely dried them out with using a powder. You have to do the same, otherwise the powder will stick onto your eyelid and you will not be able to blend it. You will not be able to blend the crease out. Remember this. Going in with another refer brush. This is number 15. This is a blending brush. Looks gorgeous. Why am I sitting like this? Why do I always sit like this? I should be sitting like this. It's just one shade that I'm working with right now. I have not taken any other shade. I'm still working with incense and I'm intensifying it as much as I can so that I don't have to use a lot of other products. Just go back and forth. Remember to hold the brush from here. Do not hold the brush like a pen. Otherwise, there will be a lot of pressure. Again, you will not be able to blend it nicely. Just remember to hold the brush from the tail because then you have more softer and a good blending. I'm going to take the 23 brush by Refer. Just look at it, how tiny it is. Just look at it. With the help of this brush, I'm going to work really closely with black. Remember, whenever you're using black, you have to use a very tiny brush. I'm just staying very close to my lash line and I've dusted off the excess. Now, whatever is remaining on the brush, I'm sure there's nothing, but I'm just blending it upwards so that it gives a nice little smoky effect. Can you see how easy this looks? It's looking easy, right? And you're thinking, this is it? That, okay, this is not even looking glam. Darling, for making it look glam, you don't need to put on a lot of eyeshadow. You can just work your way in with the glitter. I've just given you the good base, elongated eye look, a little smoke on the side, and now we are going to go glam. Let me just quickly do the other eye, and then we are going to do the glam together. I have done both of my eyes. I have just used the same brown and a little bit of black on the lower lash line. And if you have this palette or any palette that have glitter, you can just go ahead and use the glitter shade that's right here. But I'm going to do something more exciting because I have a very beautiful glitter with me. And that glitter is by Charlotte Tilbury. I've talked about this in my previous video. If you have not seen that video, the link will be right here and you should definitely watch it. It's a gorgeous glitter and it gives you completely holiday vibe feels. This is by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Diamond Eyes. I'm going to take it on my finger. It's always good that you take the pressed pigment onto your finger and then put it on your eyelid. Then it will have more pigment and you can easily work your way in. If you have long nails like me, you can wet your brush and then put it with a brush. Just spray your brush with a Fix Plus or something and then you can just go ahead and do it. Just look at the magic, okay? You were asking about the glam. Here it is. Wow. Again, some brands just don't fail you. They make such beautiful products that they don't fail you. They can't fail you. You can just buy their products eyes closed. Now, what would I suggest if you want to intensify your look? I would suggest you to go ahead with a blendable kohl pencil. We need something that you can blend like for next 5 to 10 seconds and then it sets. For this, I'm using the Kiko Intense Color Long Lasting Eyeliner. It's a dual. It's like one side is the crayon kohl and the other side is the blending sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it and intensify it nicely. This will just give more definition to my eyes. Can you see the difference? I'm gonna be taking the same brush that I took for the black eyeshadow by Refer and slowly I'm gonna smudge it so that it looks very naturally smudged. Tell me, Tell me that you see a difference because I do. Doing the same on the other lid, just make sure that you're very close to the lash line because eventually we will be moving the product upwards. Just stay very, very close to the lash line. It's okay if you're making some mistakes like I am doing right here because once it's blended, nobody knows. Just go ahead and do a little bit on the outer corner. While you're blending, it's very important that you keep a mirror on a lower side so that it's easy for you to watch your lid. Do not hold the mirror like this because then you'll not be able to see your lid because your eyes will be completely open. It's very important that your eyes are half shut so that you can work your way in with the pencil or anything. That if you see right now I'm holding the brush very closely because I want a very minimal and a close blending. If I'm holding the brush from here, then the blending will go everywhere. Like the color will just go everywhere. With black, you tend to hold the brush a little near so that you have got a good hold on the brush. As you can see, I've given a little lift of wing, but I've not put color. Whatever was remaining on the brush, I've just taken it upwards so that it gives the illusion of bigger, beautiful eyes. Just go ahead and follow all the things that I've said, and you'll be good to go. All right, one more thing I'd like to share with you guys is that this season everybody likes to go in with half lashes. I've got mine from Shein, but if you have any lash with you, you can just cut it in half and go ahead and press it onto your eyelids because I'm going to tell you one thing about this, that if you are gonna go in with half lashes, first of all, it's gonna be really easy on the eyes. They can really stay for a long time without irritating your eyes. And secondly, it's gonna look really flattering, it's gonna look really natural, and it's gonna look like that you've got the lash lift or the extensions done. So yeah, for me, I think that I half eyeshadows really, really work. I have half eyelashes really, really work. I have really started to like half eyelashes. The drill is same, that you make sure that the lash is beautifully curved. I make sure that I do a little with this so it's beautifully curved and it sits well on my lid. You have to give it some time for it to just dry down. Then you can go ahead and take eyelash applicator, hold the mirror here, like here. You have to see yourself here like this. It's very important that you see your lash band while applying it. Okay, can you see the difference? How flattering this looks, right? And right now, I've not applied any mascara. The moment the mascara will be on, it will be woof, beautiful. Always make sure that your lash is in a standing position, not in a sleeping position. If you have heard this for the first time, let me just break this down to you, that your lash should not be drooping down because this will take your whole eye look down. It should be in a standing position. It should be in a upright position. Like if you see mine, it's going out like a wing. It's not drooping down. For example, let me show you. This is the other eyelash. I've not yet glued it. So can you see the difference? This is not how your eyelashes should be looking like. This is making my eyes droop, whereas this is making my eyes rise. And it's very important that once you are done with your eyelashes, you don't just press them down by checking that it's sticked or not. No, you have to see like this. Like I'm pressing the lash band as well, but I'm taking the eyelashes upwards also. Okay. Okay, just say okay. Because this video is especially for you guys so that you don't mess up with your makeup. This is not for the professional makeup artists out there. They already know the drill. You guys, you don't know the drill. And it's very important for you to learn the correct tips and techniques so that your eye makeup doesn't go down the valley. It's really important. Lashes, I'll say, are the most important part of the makeup because if you have droopy lashes for anybody or for your pictures also, it will make you look really sad or not in the correct makeup zone. It's very important. They play a really vital role. People don't understand it thoroughly, but they do. If you see any of your photos where you've applied in a wrong way the eyelashes, you're gonna see that you are looking very different than what you usually do. This is the reason most people don't like themselves with makeup because they're using the wrong techniques to do it. If your eyes are already sagging, do not take your wing from here. I'm gonna tell you a lot of other things. I'm gonna tell you a lot of other things in my next videos. I'm sure, inshallah, I will. But there are a lot of tips and techniques that comes with eyes. It's not a cakewalk. It's not everybody can be a makeup artist, because if you don't know the tips, if you don't know something that's apart from the basic rules, then you're not a makeup artist. I'm so sorry, you are not. You gotta learn all the tips and techniques that the professional makeup artists use, right? I have been an mac makeup artist, and trust me when I say that to get into Mac, it's really difficult. It's really difficult. You really have to prove your skills and everything. So it's really a big task to be selected in Mac Cosmetics. And in Mac, they tell you everything, because Mac artist works backstage as well for the fashion shows and all. So they know really tiny details and minute things of makeup. I always admire my journey that I was in Mac. I'll say that job, which was not exactly a job because it was my passion. So, but that job gave me a clearer vision of makeup. Whatever I learned earlier was just crap. I'll tell you, it was just crap. If it was not Mac, I would have never confidently told you guys that I'm a professional makeup artist, because now I think I'm capable enough to do anybody's makeup. I know about the face, I know about the eyes, I know about the tips and techniques and everything. So, if you would like to know that journey, if you would like to know those tips and techniques, then don't forget to click on that subscribe button, click on the bell notification, and like this video and comment down below. It really means the world to me, because I'm making this content out for you. If this is helpful to you, you gotta comment down below to let me know that it was. Now, going in with the mascara. I love this mascara by Huda Beauty. This is One Coat Wow Mascara by Huda. It's a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous just mascara. Generally, I don't like to wear lashes. I just work with a very beautiful mascaras. I've always done that. I've been a fan of MAC Cosmetics mascaras. Of course, there's no doubt about it. The MAC Stacks mascara is a very beautiful. If you're coming from Instagram, you would have seen that I've been using that mascara for a very, very long time now. And now, Huda Beauty is also one of my favorite mascaras. They have got a very beautiful mascara. The earlier one was a very pretty mascara as well. The two wands thing. While applying your mascara, it's very important that the mirror is down and you're looking down, and then you're curling your lashes up. Because if you're looking straight and you're curling lashes up, it's gonna touch the bone and you're gonna have stains. Don't tell me that I didn't tell you. I'm telling you everything, okay? Assuming that you guys are sitting right here, and I'm telling you everything right here so that you don't mess up with your makeup. I would really love to see what looks you've created by watching this video. If this video was helpful, just send me your pictures on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My handle is right here and in the description box below, so that you can click on the link and go directly onto my Instagram and say hello to me there. I'm done with my eyes. I just have to do my inner corner with the glitter, but I will do that later. I'm gonna go in and do my bronzer. This is by Rare Beauty in the shade Happy Soul. I'm gonna be taking Refer 04 brush and I'm gonna be blending it all out. Now I'm going to be taking a really beautiful blush from the P. Louise palette. I'll not be able to do this because I'm not really sure that the eyeshadow pans are magnetic or not. But I'm taking anything peach because I have a smoky thing going on. So I'm going to go in with this. The shades are not written underneath the palette, but I think it's You Give Me Butterflies. I think the shade is that. I'm taking it on the Refer 05 brush, intensifying it little by taking Forever Yours. I just have to do my highlighter a little bit. But before that, I'm just going to take the same eyeshadow that I took as a topper. And I'm going to take it on Refer 03 brush and do my inner corners with it. For the highlighter, I'm going to go in with this liquid highlighter. That's Enchant by Rare Beauty. And there's a technique how you work your way in on top of your powders. I'm just going to take it on back of my hand. And then I'm going to take my sponge right here. I'm just going to tap my sponge. And just going to tap my sponge here. So I'm not creating that line. For God's sake, do not create a line on your face. It's your face, not some geometry notebook, okay? Do not create any lines and just tap your way in because we need a highlighter to naturally give you that glow. We don't need a highlighter to make you look alien. Just don't do that. And with liquid highlighters, it's really, really risky that if you do it with your hands, it might just take off your base underneath. We have to be very careful. Now comes the time for lipstick. We're gonna go in and take a lip liner in the shade Deep Top by Anastasia Beverly Hills. One day I'm gonna tell you the art of lining your lips as well. Going in with the Huda Beauty's Bullet lipstick in the shade Interview. The thing is not over yet. Wait. Now I'm gonna go in with the Dior Lip Sequin lipstick. It's in the shade Liaison. You're supposed to put this lipstick on bare lips, and I just applied it on a lipstick, so I think the glitter is a little less right now. On the camera, it's less. In real, it's good. It's adequate. What do you think about the look? I finished it now. I think it's looking gorgeous. It's completely holiday. It's beautiful holiday glam. If you want, you can just switch the lipstick from this to so, if you want, if you're a nude person, you can definitely go in with the nude lipstick. And if you're a red person, you can definitely go in with the red lipstick because holiday season, Christmas calls for red. Right now, I have on my lips is Triple Line Lip Sequin by Dior. This is a glittery lipstick, and what's better than holidays to apply a glitter lipstick, right? So with this, I just end my video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.